Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Washington, D.C., formerly known as the original Chocolate City. Join me as we run around the nation's capital for my 33rd birthday. Sit back and enjoy the ride as we check out the city's most famous monuments, museums, nightlife, and the food. My name is Deshaun Watts. You could call me Watts, and this is my trip called 33 in D.C. Before we start the video out, I just want to say thank you for all those who are tuned in, watching, taking notes on how to travel to DC and the things that you should do. If you're enjoying the video, just make sure you like and subscribe. But one thing that you must know, that when you come to DC, you do not need to get a rental at all. For one, there's no parking anywhere in the city. Good luck if you could find some parking. And then two, you'll save way more time and money because the metro goes everywhere. You're better off just hopping on the metro line and Ubering in between. We actually did that the entire time. It was such an easy process. DC's metro system is the second busiest subway system in the United States. Beat out, of course, only by New York City, which is an average weekly ridership of about 9 million people. Now, no disrespect, but DC system is a little, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot cleaner. It's a lot cleaner. I ain't had seen no rats. I ain't seen no bums in there. It was definitely a safe trip. After that smooth ride on the metro, we got dropped off in Chinatown, where GPS told us we had to take a bus to get to the Airbnb. But we had a lot of bags with us, so we just decided to go ahead and Uber from there. Plus, not all public transportation is created equal. I know I gave a lot of praise to the metro, but I wasn't about to risk it on the city bus. If you know, you know. After about a 10-minute ride in the Uber, we finally pulled up to the Airbnb. Now, the Airbnb was located on the northeast side of the city and was actually a 5-minute walk to the metro train station, so we was able to get in and out of downtown quite easy. We booked this Airbnb for about 3 nights in DC, and as you can see, it's a nice, chill, cozy Airbnb with a lot of space in the living room. We even had an 80-inch TV, so you know we was able to watch some good football. After we got settled in, we decided to take it down for a little midday travel nap. Now, if you over 30, you know what time it is with those midday travel naps. Them Jones revive you just so you can have the energy to run around and act a fool in the city later. I'ma holla at y'all after we wake up. Peace. And we are back after that well-deserved travel nap. As you can see now, the sun is making its way down, and we just getting up ready to head out into the city, see what downtown has to offer. As you can see, we got lots more energy now that we've taken that nap. So we're going to go ahead and hop on that metro and make our way downtown. We decided to make our way down to DC's U Street. Now, U Street is the neighborhood that doesn't sleep. It was once the hub of Black Broadway. U Street has a history of attracting crowds with unparalleled music and nightlife scenes. We pulled up to Sports and Social so that we could watch a little bit of the football game and enjoy a drink at the bar. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man, them drinks at Sports and Social, they might have you on your ass, so be careful. But we didn't care, man. We was in DC for the night, so, you know, we let that liquid courage take hold and, you know, we start bugging out a little bit, but it is what it is. We here to have a good time, not a long time. The next spot we pulled up to was called Chicha Lounge. Now, Chicha Lounge is known for their Andean cuisine, great drinks, complemented by multiple flavors of hookah to enhance the lounge atmosphere. The music is on point, the vibe is just right. We pulled up on a perfect night too. It was R&B night, so you know the jams was popping, the DJ knew the assignment, and everything was everything. We drank, had a good time, and we just vibed out. Chicha was the spot to be on a Thursday night. They don't owe me anything. After the good vibes and good drinks, you know we had to end the night off right by grabbing some good food before we head back to the Airbnb. So we pulled up at Cafe Saint X. Now they're known for the amazing Jamaican cuisine. So you know I had to grab me a platter. I ended up getting the Jamaican jerk sandwich along with some bomb ass sides. I had to get the macaroni pie, the rice and peas, and I had to top it off with some extra jerk wings on the side. I'd like to think that this was a successful first night in DC. Can't wait for tomorrow and see what that brings us. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep off the rest of this Jamaican food, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in the morning. Peace. And we are back. To start off day 2 in Washington, D.C., we decided to go to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. If you're from the culture and you visit DC, you have to come to this museum. You might learn a thing or two about your ancestral roots and how it helped build this nation. And if you're not from the culture, come through still, man. Pull up a seat to the cookout, get you a plate, and you may learn a thing or two about this country's history as well. To start off the exhibit, we had to get into this elevator that simulated a time machine, starting from 2008, and it brought us all the way back to the 1400s. The National Museum of African American History and Culture is a place where all Americans can learn about the richness and diversity of the African American experience, what it means to live their lives, and how it helped us shape this nation. The museum was a very captivating, eye-opening experience full of historical greatness. From soldiers to politics, from entrepreneurs to entertainers, and from civil rights leaders to revolutionaries. One of the quotes that stood out to me was from Malcolm X. We declare our right on this earth to be human beings, to be respected as human beings, to be given the rights of human beings in society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. Now, as you exit the exhibit, you're going to be hit with an aroma of what's going to remind you of walking into your grandma's crib on Thanksgiving Day. And I'm talking about Sweet Home Cafe. I know the line looks long, but it moves fast. And trust me, you won't want to pass up on this meal. Sweet Home Cafe is located inside the museum, and it showcases a rich culture of history of African American people with traditional, authentic food as well as present-day food and traditions. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know if I was getting emotional and tearing up because of the museum or if I was getting teary-eyed because of the food. Because listen, the food was that good. After the museum, we decided to hop on some Lime scooters and just ride around the city a little bit and check out some of the national monuments. Whenever I travel to any major city, I'm always able to find a Lime scooter or a Lime bike. It's a perfect way to explore the city with a little bit of adventure and fun. Our first stop was the Lincoln Memorial. Now you gotta tap into your inner Rocky Balboa just to make it to the top of them steps. But when you make it to the top, the view is breathtaking. It's crazy just to think that Martin Luther King Jr. had this same iconic view when he gave us a speech that the world will never forget. On August 28, 1963, an estimated 250,000 people marched to the Lincoln Memorial to hear a speech that King gave that still resonates to this day. Now from there, it was only right that we made our way to the Martin Luther King Memorial statue. Now, Martin Luther King stood for non-violence, so imagine getting violently assaulted in front of his memorial. After all that running around in the city, we finally decided to head back to the crib just to chill out, possibly get another travel nap in before we head back out for the nightlife. Later on that night, we made a reservation for a rooftop bar called Smoke and Mirrors. Now, Smoke and Mirrors sits above the rest, overlooking the iconic U.S. Capitol building. You could catch a vibe at the decorated indoor bar and lounge, or you could step onto the rooftop to take in one of the city's most sought-after views. After a few drinks at Smoke and Mirrors, we decided to head out and go to a speakeasy called You Never Looked Better. Never Look Better takes you to a place reminiscent of the bygone eras of bars in America. The late 20th century had its fair share of places where you could walk down an alley, toward a loading dock, and enter the party through the kitchen. Never Look Better brings that 90s vibe into this modern era. There were bright colors, bright lights, and plenty of neon. The ambiance will have you in a trance as you party the night away. To kick off day 3, we pulled up for brunch at Park at 14th. Park at 14th is a vibrant downtown DC restaurant bar, serving a palette of satisfying medleys of made-from-scratch, feel-good food and refreshing cocktails. We made a reservation for their bottomless brunch and bottomless mimosas. Now I know what you're thinking, bottomless brunch does sound crazy. But how it works is you pay a flat fee before you come, and then you have a 2-hour window to just enjoy the vibes, enjoy the drinks, and enjoy the food. And then when you're done, you just get up and leave. The all-you-can-eat menu consisted of French toast, eggs, bacon, potatoes, salmon, mac and cheese, and jerk chicken wings. They even gave your boy a little happy birthday dessert just to top it off. Now after the good eats and the good drinks, you know the boy got that post-brunch-itis. So we decided to walk back to the metro so we could head back to the Airbnb. And you guessed it, definitely needed a travel nap after that before we headed back out for the night. For our last night in DC, we decided to do something a little chill but adventurous and exciting at the same time. So we made our way back to the metro to head downtown to go to an escape room. The escape room is called Escape Game DC, located in Penn Quarter. And this location features 4 immersive themes, including the most difficult escape game, Prison Break. All the escape rooms include unique themes and multiple rooms to escape from, but of course, we chose the hardest one, Prison Break.
So, we found another key. Oh, I know. You got to grab it. You're going to grab the part.
We had to work with 2 other people that was in the cell next to us and try to communicate with them to figure out how to escape from our cells. Yo, this game was mad suspenseful. We was working together really well though, trying to escape because we know we had a time limit. We only had an hour to make it out of there. But you know teamwork makes the dream work, so we were able to successfully escape on time. And that concludes our trip 33 in DC. I just want to thank everybody for coming along on this journey with me. All positive feedback is appreciated, so go ahead and like, comment, and if you will, go ahead and subscribe. Stay locked in with me because we got many more travel videos to come. I'ma holla at you and throw $1 at you. Peace.